Hey guys, how's it going? Today we're just gonna do a quick plant unboxing. I got a box from Little Prince Plants of Oregon last night. So I thought it would be fun to open up the box and show you what I got. I have no idea what's in this box. In fact, we did a plant unboxing from them last summer or like late summer, early fall. I can't remember exactly where it falls in the timeline, but they deal with a lot of unusual, like rare kind of plants, varieties. So it's always really interesting to see what they send over. I mean, we don't work with them or as a sponsor or anything like that. They just occasionally send a box of plants, which I will never say no to. So let's just get into the box. All right, so first thing on top of the box, we've got a little pamphlet and some stickers. Little Prince. Ooh. Okay, there's 6 plants in this box. All right guys, so at some point the camera stopped and I'm not sure exactly where. I'm 2 plants in. There are 4 more in this box. And I did want to show you what it looks like when you open this box up. You just have to imagine it with 2 more plants. So right in here, that's where these 2 plants were. But they all arrive wrapped in cardboard, all secure in there. There's paper kind of stuffed in all of the open places so they don't like jostle around in the box. Can you imagine how hard it would be to ship plants and have them arrive really nicely? Like, I would be horrible at that job. I mean, making sure that no soil, soil is so easy for me to just even spill. I spilled some on the table getting the plants out of the wrapping. So I don't know how they've got it figured out, really. It's really impressive when I get shipments like that. So let me talk to you about these 2 plants that I've already opened up. This one is a toad lily called Taiwan Adbane. Look at how gorgeous those leaves are. They're so pretty. I don't know a ton about this plant. It's a zone 4 through 8, which is crazy. I have toad lilies. I don't know, this is the same, I guess. I mean, the toad lilies I have out in the garden that I've planted, they don't have this kind of like speckled looking leaf. They're more of just like a plain green. So these have really interesting looking leaves. This one says it displays exotic pale lavender flowers with darker spotting on arching stems, compact mounding perennial with dark green spotted foliage. The difference then between this one, because this is a fall bloomer, a fall blooming toad lily, and the ones I have in my garden bloom in the spring. So this is really exciting. So this one blooms August through October. It grows 3 feet tall. Maybe that's with the bloom stalks, and 2 feet wide. It prefers a moist but well-drained soil. This is really exciting. I'm gonna be really excited to try this one out. Okay, this one right here is a strawberry begonia. Whoa, held it way too high. Look at the leaves. So this one blooms like May through June with some like white flowers, I believe. Little white, airy clusters of white flowers bloom on tall, slender stems. But honestly, this one wouldn't even need to bloom to be interesting. This one has kind of a begonia vibe to it, so you could use this even in a shade planter. Don't you think that would be pretty? It's kind of like tucked into the side of the planter. This one will grow 6 to 8 inches tall, 12 to 24 inches wide, zone 6 through 9. So I could probably plant this one out in my garden and it may survive. I think they're moving us up to a zone 6 now. I think they base it off of a 10-year average. You know, now it's been 4 years ago, we had a zone 5, definite zone 5 winter. And then the last 3 winters have been super mild. So this one would probably survive, and that's really pretty, and it's got pinkish looking stems. Hairy pinkish stems. Really nice. Did I say this was a strawberry geranium? Saxifrage. I might have said strawberry begonia, I hope not. All right, we're gonna take a look at this bloomer right here. So that's what it looks like when you get it out of the cardboard sleeve. It's got a rubber band around the pot that's holding in this material, which is what holds the soil in place. So if we take that off, and we'll slide all of this stuff off without, there we go, damaging anything. Oh, this is a hardy ground orchid. Let me see if I can get it to focus on these blooms because these are so pretty. Come on, camera. So bloom time is April through June on this one. Grows 18 inches tall to 18 inches wide, zone 5 through 8. Loose clusters of pale pink flowers with a golden blotch. Oh yeah, I'm gonna try to get it close to the camera so you can see. Broadly ribbed iris-like leaves, hardy and easy to grow. Leaves turn yellow and fall before they die back for the winter. Grows almost anywhere but prefers a rich, well-drained soil in a part shade area. Okay, so you got to see this yellow blotch in the bloom here. I'm gonna probably have to get a different camera. This one's really beautiful. Ooh, this one looks like it might be another hardy orchid. Has the palest of pink flowers. Really delicate looking. Whoops. Hopefully it's not too delicate. A hardy orchid called Alba. This miniature orchid is very delicate and deserves a special place in the garden. It produces 1-inch solid white flowers in clusters of 5 to 10. Broadly ribbed iris-like leaves, zone 6 through 9, 24 inches tall and wide. Super sweet, dainty looking flower. 2 more. So this is another toad lily called Gilt Edge. So this is a bloomer like midsummer through September. Ooh, that's exciting. So while this one blooms August through October, this one blooms July through September. So have a nice overlap. This one has dark pink and white orchid-like flowers, heavily spotted and streaked with purple. Ooh, that's exciting. Yeah, there is a picture on the tag. See those flowers? They're so beautiful. And then take a look at those leaves. So you can see that yellow margin. So beautiful. And this one almost kind of like it's more bold, so it almost has a hosta-ish look. Let's see what other information. 18 inches tall to 24 inches wide, zone 5 through 9. Yeah, super exciting. And the last one in the box. Okay, getting a little crowded here. This is a false bugbane. Yep. False bugbane, Beesia deltaphylla. Really interesting, and you can see hopefully the blooms right up there, the white blooms. So this is a part shade lover, grows 2 feet by 2 feet, zone 6 through 8. These patterned embossed heart-shaped leaves of green to gunmetal blue form the perfect backdrop for tall, delicate stems of small, widely spaced, star-shaped white flowers. And this one's an evergreen, easily grown in moist, humus-rich, well-drained soil. Okay, that one's gonna be exciting. I've got a really, I think, perfect spot along the west side of our house underneath that juniper that's pretty shaded. Like if you move up next to our house, I would love to have some more evergreen things around there, because if you remember, there's a ton of irrigation boxes over there that I want to do, like some Hacanacloa, some soft grasses that are kind of easy to move. Oh, like maybe scoop from the top of one of those boxes. I need something to shroud the top of those because they're so like not pretty looking, but it would be nice to have some evergreen stuff over there too that's soft and kind of easily movable, so I can kind of like pick the plant up and remove the lid if I need to get in there, but then it kind of masks the look of those lids. Okay, I'm gonna line them all up. So there they all are. Isn't that fun? It is so fun to open up a box and see plants staring at you. I think if I had to choose a favorite from these, I think I might, I don't know, like 2 or 3 of them. Can I have 2 or 3 favorites? I think just on first look, this is my favorite because I love those leaves so much. And I think that this one has a lot of versatility in terms of using it in a container or using it in the landscape. I feel like the rest of these would probably look a little bit better or be better suited for just landscape planting. I'm not an expert on any of these, so maybe they do well in both locations, but I also really like this one. I mean, you guys know that I'm a total sucker for, oh, I'm losing some soil. Total sucker for anything that has beautiful leaves like that, because there's hardly anything that blooms all the time, unless you're dealing with, you know, super petunias or something like that that bloom all season long after you plant them. But when you get into more perennial type stuff, most of them have a bloom time, like a specific bloom time in the year, and they'll like maybe even bloom 2 or 3 times, but they lull out in between. So it's always nice to have something that's got a really interesting leaf to look at, so that when they're not in bloom, you still have something really unique sitting there in the garden or in your containers. So like if I had to pick a couple, I would pick these 2 as being my favorites. They're all really beautiful. I'm excited to see how they're gonna do in our garden. And thank you so much, Little Prince Plants, for sending these out. Always fun to get plant mail. If any of you guys are interested in learning more, we will link down below. I'm not sure, but I think littleprinceoforegon.com is their whole site, because they have wholesale and retail, and littleprinceplants.com is retail. I'm not sure. I'm sure Erin will either put it in the description down below, the links, or flash it on the screen for you. So now I'm gonna go out and figure out where I want these in the garden. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.